Erling Haaland is said to want to include a release clause in his contract with Manchester City to control his future, while Real Madrid continues to pursue him, according to Spanish media. There are even rumors that Haaland is about to sign a new contract with Manchester City, although his current deal is set to last until 2027. The article, titled "Extension and New Release Clause for the Norwegian Player with Man City," indicates that there will be a release clause with an undisclosed fee, which Real Madrid may activate in the future. The reigning Champions League champions still admire Haaland, but the Norwegian player is not their priority this summer, following the signing of Kylian Mbappé from Paris Saint-Germain. Haaland's release clause, viewed by his father and agent Rafael Pimenta as a way to ensure the forward can maintain control over his future and career, is a key factor. Last year, Pimenta said Haaland would make decisions about his future, but always do what is best for his current club. According to Marca, after signing the new contract, Erling Haaland will become the highest-paid player at Manchester City, with a weekly salary of $558,000, compared to Haaland's current $492,000. Manchester City has to set this figure to avoid disrupting the club's wage structure, but they will still reward Haaland with bonus terms, bringing the Norwegian forward's earnings to over $1 million per week. This amount will significantly increase when Haaland extends his contract with the Etihad club. Haaland joined Manchester City in the summer of 2022 for a fee of $63 million from Borussia Dortmund. The 24-year-old forward has been explosive, scoring 97 goals in 102 appearances across all competitions, winning 2 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup, 1 Community Shield, 1 Champions League, and 1 UEFA Super Cup. He did not participate in Manchester City's FIFA Club World Cup victory due to injury. Haaland's love for life at Manchester City makes it difficult for him to move to Bernabeu anytime soon. It is a team he has faced many times in his career. When Haaland signed with Manchester City, the Norwegians' interest in the club increased. Scandinavian Airlines noticed a sharp rise in flights to Manchester from Norwegian cities. Manchester City and Liverpool have long been famous in Norway, but the explosion of Haaland's effect has made Norwegians proud of him. Despite being only 24 years old, Haaland already has a giant mural painted on one of the city's largest buildings. In fact, Haaland was rumored to potentially join Real Madrid back in October 2022. Fernando Sanz, a former Real Madrid player and former president of Malaga, revealed that Haaland had included a clause allowing him to leave Manchester City to join Real Madrid in 2024. Earlier this year, Spanish media reported that Haaland was unhappy in England and ready to move to Santiago Bernabeu during the summer transfer window. Real Madrid is believed to be poised to activate Haaland's release clause with Manchester City, although they also want to sign Mbappé. Time will tell when Manchester and Norwegian fans will stop buying Manchester City jerseys and switch to Real Madrid shirts. This may seem like a strange question since Haaland has only been at Manchester City for less than a year. But Haaland's father's comments last year suggest this question will become a hot topic in the coming years. Haaland wants to test himself in every league and could play in every league for a maximum of 3 to 4 years. When Haaland decides to leave Manchester City, there will be a long list of clubs wanting to sign him, with Real Madrid certainly among them. 2 years ago, top figures in Real Madrid's leadership were confident that Haaland would join their club instead of Manchester City in the summer of 2022. On April 1, 2022, April Fool's Day, Haaland's father and super agent Mino Raiola flew from Nice to Catalonia to meet with Barcelona directors. This was the first interview in a series of meetings that Haaland's father and Raiola held with potential clubs to impress the duo. The president of Barcelona sent his personal driver to pick them up, and they then flew to Madrid, where they had a meeting with the executive director. There, they were shown around Real Madrid's training ground, and everyone was very impressed at the time. Although Real Madrid was believed to be in the leading position to secure Haaland's signature, they were actually only third behind Manchester City and Bayern Munich. Haaland and Raiola devised a scoring system to rank clubs wanting to sign Haaland. Clubs were rated on a scale of 10 in several categories, including stadium capacity, competitiveness in title races, and need for a striker. Manchester City scored 10-10 in these categories, while Real Madrid only scored 5-10 due to having Karim Benzema, one of the world's top forwards. There is an opinion that Haaland will face issues playing alongside Kylian Mbappe, who has now joined and become a member of Real Madrid's star-studded squad. However, close sources indicate that Haaland would seize the opportunity to play with the French international. Haaland likes Spain, has owned a villa in Marbella for several years, and in the summer of 2022, he attended a festival in Madrid. He also loves Spanish football, but not as much as the Premier League. Growing up, Haaland trained in a Manchester City jersey with the number 45 on the back, or in a Nottingham Forest or Leeds United jersey. Later, he also owned an England national team jersey. His love for the Premier League was a factor in his decision to choose Manchester City over Real Madrid. Those close to Haaland believe that one day he will play for Real Madrid, but the question is when. Currently, Haaland is enjoying a stellar time at Manchester City, scoring many goals and setting new records in the Premier League under the guidance of one of the world's best coaches and enjoying the physical style of the Premier League. He is also adored by the coaches, who chant Haaland's name throughout the match, and he reciprocates, often running to the stands to shake hands or throw his shirt. The initial plan was for Haaland to play at Manchester City for 3 seasons, as he felt happy and content with life there. However, Haaland's mania has made Madrid the next destination. A large advertisement of Haaland has appeared at Madrid airport, and those close to him have repeatedly mentioned his dream of playing for Real Madrid. Haaland's dream is divided between playing for Premier League clubs and Real Madrid, with Real Madrid having a magical allure for his playing style. According to Athletic, Haaland's release clause only applies to clubs outside the Premier League. The €200 million figure will decrease each year of Haaland's contract with the Etihad club. With Real Madrid's financial power, nothing is impossible unless they do not want to. The biggest issue is how to balance the wage budget to avoid breaching financial fair play regulations in the case of signing both Mbappe and Haaland. Coach Carlo Ancelotti has had many questions about this forward in press conferences, and he regards Haaland as a very dangerous player. Haaland has demonstrated exceptional scoring ability, with a keen eye for goal. The Norwegian forward's style relies on strength and speed, so Haaland's focal point and operating zone are in the opponent's penalty area. Looking at Real Madrid's current attacking lineup, Haaland is indeed the best addition to boost strength. In conclusion, let's wait and see if Haaland will join Real Madrid next summer. It could be a crazy transfer window, and this story remains open.